always fill it up to the T.
Welcome if you're just tuning in. I'm John Shambi with Chris Singleton. One man out here in the second. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. One out, base is empty. Pitch misses there. 3-2 now. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
One gone, runner at first. And the batter now, Dalton Varsho. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And a foul ball. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Tag. See! Jansen too late with the throw. Runner goes again. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Line drive, that's a base hit. Springer comes in to score. And it's an RBI single. We're tied at 1.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Miles Straw getting ready to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
That one not close. And the count 1-2. And there's the ball.
That pitch is out.
Kirk leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one popped in the air left field. DeLuca sizes this one up, nabs it, and that'll do it. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2 full, all tied 1-1. Welcome back, and struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Max Scherzer goes to work. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
So the lineup flips over, and now Josh Lowe. He's 0 for 1. Looks like he wants the signs again. Just missed. Tied up here in the early going. And another ball. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses. And a full count now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, space is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at Rogers Center, and now the right fielder, Alan Roden. And a foul ball. And it's even up.
1-1.
Roden checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And no swing, says James Kingsley. And the pitch.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now Ernie Clement. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
0-1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
In there at the knees for a strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Just misses with that one.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one missing inside. This one in the air. Diaz moves under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Bichette stands in now, looks at that one inside. And it's fouled away.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles. But you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike. That's a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Two down, nobody on. And that's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That misses the zone. Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Next one is off the plate, and that's ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position.
That one is absolutely belted. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. He'll circle the bases, his 14th of the year, and they add a pair. It's 3-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, nobody on. Anthony Santander at the plate. Outside, 1-0. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Foul ball. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and here is Yandy Diaz. Right through there for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Lau at the plate. That clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop third strike, 2 gone.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So up next, Junior Caminero. Fastball for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the second. Ready to go, bottom 4. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Bradley back to work. That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. And now it's Dalton Varsho. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Manuel Rodriguez warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Clevenger, a left-hander, also throwing. There's a swing and a miss. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Kirk stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Swinging a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Out towards left center. Palacios coming on. Brings it in. That is the inning.
It's hard to stay afloat when the world's trying to drown me. All that pain and that hurt made me stronger than they found me. As my enemies surround me, I'ma still say this proudly. I am blessed, never pressed with my angels all around me. Solo, but when it's time.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Max Scherzer back to work. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they have their first hit since the second inning. Danny Jansen to hit here. Swing and a bouncer. Fires over to Guerrero. One away here in the fifth. Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him, and not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea. Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
And stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca. In the air, right side. Roden gets under it and makes the grab. And that is that. One left for Tampa. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Manuel Rodriguez.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Rodriguez, in his third season, he features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a four-seamer. Strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And that one is downstairs. Ball one.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
That one close, ruled a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Lifted in the air, right center field. Low, hauls it in, and there's one away. Alan Roden next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. That's a little bit low. Not close with that one. Now 2-0. Slider right there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's in there at the knees. Struck him out of the foul tip.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end, most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
This to third. Over to Diaz. Inning over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and the score stays 3-1. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Fought off foul.
Well, these Rays finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
And he takes it himself for the out. And he lays down a bunt. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
There's a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key. Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Swing and a ground ball. And it gets by him. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Caminero up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one missed. Now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Oh, that fastball drilled him. And here is Jonathan Aranda. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. They leave him loaded. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 3, the Rays 1. Back now in Toronto. John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Bo Bichette. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now the big-time power threat, Anthony Santander. 0 for 2 in this one. Smoked on the ground to second. Tosses to first. 1 away. Bottom of the 6th. Here's George Springer. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
And that drops in for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. Plays the plate, and they cut him down.
Man, that ball got far away from the catcher, but they still had time to throw out the runner trying to advance. Not pretty.
That's a ball.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Got him swinging. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Danny Jansen. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Blind into right. And out number one on the grab. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to move up to third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him. But you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there.
Now here is Johnny DeLuca. And that's outside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Chop to the left side. Clement sends it to first. And that is the inning. Rays held in check here, and they trail it 4-1. Garrett Clevenger into the game.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Bunting, but that's a foul ball. That one is upstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fly ball to right. Lowe has it sized up. He's got it. And there's one away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So digging in, Alejandro Kirk. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Ripped to third and caught.
That's what you got to have at the hot corner. Cat-like reflexes. Line drive caught by the third baseman as he dives. Terrific play.
So up next, Miles Straw. Fouled off left side. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed.
There goes the runner. Pitch is high. Safe at second, and that was not close. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Davis Schneider. Looking for a two-out hit with a runner in scoring position.
That's ball two.
Squirts away a little bit.
2-0.
Runner at second, two down. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Runner breaks for third. Pitch
That's
misses.
Throw
to third. Save. In the air, right field. Low pulls it down, and the inning is over. Blue Jays. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Scherzer back to work. And that one fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That one out to right. Schneider under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. Yandy Diaz now 0 for 3 in this one. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Here's a run scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Low leads off first with one away. In the air, right field. Schneider squeezes it. That's out number 2. Throw over to first. And now it's Brandon Lau. Fastball for a strike. The Blue Jays leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. That clips the zone, and it's 0-2. Scherzer gets the punch out, and he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. The Rays strand just the 1, and this is still
way better than you, just so you know.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Pete Fairbanks.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
You wish it was beginner difficulty.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Ball 2. 2-1.
And there's a foul ball. Two now. Swing and a ball popped up. Loud. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Bo Bichette up to the dish. He's already homered in this game. Fairbanks in his 6th season, 31 years old, and he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2015. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Check swing, and he went 0-2.
0-2.
Line drive. Palacios hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Sliced hard but foul. Ball to strike. And strike two.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch is outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Through 8 full. Jeff Hoffman comes out trying to close it out.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And now the DH, Jonathan Aranda. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Hoffman, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Caminero gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Ground ball could be two. Off balance feet. There's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. This could end it. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. On a line, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
9 wins in a row. It's such a good feeling right now with this club that no one wants to be the player that causes the team to lose. In fact, they're looking at ways, each player, every day they come to the ballpark, how can I help us win today? And this is a great feeling. It's like being in the playoffs when individual statistics don't matter. It's all about the team W.
4-1.
Too many odds out here that's posing as frenzy.